Hey. Hey, darling. I managed to get some time off of work. Boss allowed me to come here early. So, I wanted to swing by, see how you were doing. So, how are you feeling ever since the wreck? Doctors still need to run a few more tests and monitor your symptoms, make sure that there's no more bleeding. How are your wounds healing, by the way? Most of them have healed by now? That's amazing. I'm glad. So, first off, I want to say I'm glad that you're pulling through. And I'm so glad that despite all these difficult situations, you've done so much and fought so hard to stay awake and stay alive. You won't let a simple car accident get to you. Honey, I could have lost you. I could have lost you that day. You could have died. And yet, you still smile. Do you not realize how much that means to me? Knowing that my beautiful queen is smiling despite all the hard situations she's been through. It proves to me that I made the right decision to marry you. It proves to me that you are never willing to give up. You know that there are battles worth fighting for, and you know which ones to win, which ones to fight for, and which ones to walk away from. And despite your injuries, you still persisted and pushed forward, and you never gave up. That is amazing. That means the world to me to know that despite you going through all these difficult tasks, these difficult moments, you came out alive and still smiling. That means the world to me, baby. And it means the world to know that you'll still be here. And hey, don't feel bad that you couldn't be there for me while you were in the hospital. Don't you dare apologize for that. You still need to be here so that the doctors can be absolutely certain that you'll leave here fully healed. From what I heard, that you may need to wear a cast, but you will be able to walk around in it. Because, given, of course, it's an arm cast. Hopefully you'll be able to do your work again in it. And it won't get in the way of your day-to-day job. I also want to tell you that it's been difficult, and it makes me realize that life without you is a little different. Not little. Why did I even say little? It's a lot different. I mean, having the whole house to yourself, yeah, I'm used to it. Because growing up, my parents would always head out, and I'd usually have the house to myself. I'd never go with them because I just didn't want to go do stuff out there with them. I wanted to just stay home, do my own thing, play video games, or work on my own stuff. I wanted to do all that, but when I realized the very, very important person in my life, which is you. I mean, yeah, you've gone away to go and just work on some stuff and you come back the same day, come back home the same day. Having the house to yourself for a few hours is a whole lot different than having the house to yourself for a few days. It feels different. And it kind of hurts. But it's not your fault. It was entirely out of your control. Not having you around, it makes me realize that you and I belong with each other. At the end of the day, not having you to cuddle with, not having you to snuggle on the couch with, cook with, not having you there in the window to smile at me while I mow the lawn, it's different. It feels weird, but I accept it. But I can't accept it for much longer, because I know that without you, I don't think I can continue living in that house any longer without you. Both financially and mentally, because, you and I are working 2 jobs. I also called up your office and told them the whole story, so you don't have to worry about that. They know the whole thing, and they're going to make sure that you are okay, and you won't be fired. They have someone to cover your shift temporarily until you can get yourself back on your feet, which means that you are completely okay and free to stay here for as long as the doctors need you to. And I can also confirm that your parents and your family know about it, and they're hoping you'll pull through. They visited you while you were still in your medically induced coma. It was a pretty nasty wreck, but as soon as I found out that you were awake, I bolted here. Well, I had to, of course, tell my boss that you had recently woken up, and I just had to come down here. Your parents are gonna swing by later today. I will unfortunately not be able to be here when they come by, because work is expecting me to come back there in about 30 minutes. So, and meaning that I'm gonna need to leave in about 10 minutes, because my workplace is 20 minutes away from the office, or the medical office, you know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, I'm just glad to know that you're still here. And I'm glad you're still fighting your battles. Your wounds will heal soon. And when they have, you'll be home. You'll be able to sleep in. You'll be able to sit on the couch. And you'll be able to watch any TV show you want, because I'm pretty sure the TV in here, constantly watching Cartoon Network, is getting a little boring. Oh, you can change channels. I didn't know that. But I can also confirm that our medical insurance will cover this, so there will not be a lot of costs, because this was not our fault in a crash. It was a faulty wiring. You ran a green light. It was green. However, the light on another car, their light was green as well. So it was the city lights that were the problem, in case you hadn't heard. So the construction guys are currently working on fixing the lights, and then hopefully the roads won't be backed up anymore. But Insurance will cover this. Don't you worry about that. But just remember to keep fighting. I tell you that all the time, and I'm glad that you took it to heart. But then again, you most likely took it to heart by default because that's the kind of person you are. You never give up. No matter what stands in your way. You never, ever, ever give up. You keep going, and you keep going. That's what I love about you. You never give up. You work hard. You do the best you can. And you come out on top. I love you, baby. I just love you more than anything. I'm glad I married you. Now, just remember, baby, I need you to be home as soon as possible. Because I don't think I can stand another week without you there. Doctors said a few more days. And by that they mean probably around 2 or 3 days. So after that, I'm picking you up. And I'm taking you home. And you're not going to leave my arms. You're not going to leave my arms for the rest of that day. I will never let you go for the rest of that day. You understand, right? Yeah? Yeah. I'm glad you and I are on the same page and that we both understand. And, of course, on our way home, I'll make sure that we grab something to eat because I'm pretty sure hospital food is getting a little boring. Same old, same old. Don't worry. We will make a stop at any place you want that we go by. I just hope that you understand that I'm happy to still be with you after all these years. And by years, it means like 2. You and I are just 2 years of marriage. I'm still glad that we made that decision. But just remember that no matter what, you will always be my queen. You will always be my darling. And you will always be my baby. I will never, ever, ever forget how much of an amazing fighter you are. I love you more than anything. I will never forget how awesome you are, how brave you are, how beautiful you are, and just how downright lovable you are. I have to get back to work. I have to head back. So I wish I could stay longer. You know I would stay longer if I could. But you know I can't. Work calls. But after work, I'll swing by again, okay? Does that sound good? That's good. I love you. I love you so, so, so much. I love you. I'm gonna head to work now, okay, baby? I'll see you soon. Don't forget, you keep fighting, and you win your battles. I love you. And you better be home when the doctors say that you're fully healed. And by the end of this week, you better be in our bed so that I can snuggle you. Because if not, then I'm just gonna go and get in that hospital bed and I'm gonna snuggle you. I'll do it myself. I'll see you soon, my love. I love you. be strong for me.